Was God silly or foolish or deceptive? God came to the last prophet and revealed silly things. He came to the world for the last time in the desert and chose an illiterate man in the world as his messenger. Could not find a wise and honest man of that time to reveal, who could write down his revealing of the night in the morning? What a foolish and silly thing the God did to distort his raveling. For hundreds of years, his so-called raveling passed through generations, through mouth to mouth from generation to generation, with omissions, additions, subtractions of human memory, and twists and turns given by greedy and vested animals called man. More surprising is that instead of revealing truth about nature, revealing about how he created the universe with billions of galaxies, instead of raveling theory of relativity and how he created living beings, God concentrated how many wives to be married, how to divorce them. Instead of revealing how to invent antibiotics and drugs for cancer, God used his time on revealing to kill his own creation in other parts of the world. Instead of raveling about cosmology, space travel, and AI, omnipotent God concentrated only on silly things than important matters. Was God ignorant or foolish or silly at that time, or God was a kid, or God was deliberately pushing mankind to war and pandemic? Surprisingly enough, except a few with scientific mind majority accepted. The foolish or silly so-called revelations without applying rational mind, the handful few defying revelations discovered rotation and revolution of Earth, discovered laws of motions and universal gravitations. Why did God not reveal these important things to his last prophet? Why God did not reveal about fundamental particles, or how consciousness came to atoms through the evolutionary process? God did not reveal about quantum physics or internet or smartphone, nor ways and means of curing diseases and stopping pandemic of future. What a silly God's revelation to an uneducated, silly man of medieval age. Yet the foolish men believed the so-called revelations thousands of years, killing fellow humans, destroying civilizations, environment, and ecology. How silly God was that during his last visit to the world, he ignored all important things, and how foolish was his creation of supreme animals following his revelations. Unless Galileo, Newton, Einstein, Planck, and rational minds started to think outside the black box of God's revelation and last words, the world would have been at the same place where it was 1600 years ago. But we never worship them because they never claimed that God revealed the truth. Rather, they rely on mathematics and laws of nature to discover the truth. The one God equation to explain the universe combining all laws of nature is still elusive, and the wired mindset of foolish men still stuck to age-old revelations. Till then, enjoy the war, COVID-19 pandemic, destruction of environment. When we know why God revealed silly things rather than important things, we will realize that God was silly, foolish, deliberate in his revelations, or he does not exist at all, as claimed by some outstanding scientists. End of poem.